Welcome back, everyone, to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. And as you can see, we have two different places we can go to, the Castellation Sea or Diaspola. But if you've read the video description, well, you know we're heading to Diaspola, Scene 9 Crimes. And we're going to learn that basically this is where the Empire basically exiles its, I guess, political dissidents, people who disagree, who speak out against the regime. So you figure this place would be ripe for, recruitment, but the leader of the area, Norn, a shaman, has rallied all the folks against Orpheus and his army. So, wonder why. Norn is a shaman, and shamans tend to be, good alignment. So I guess the reason, you wonder, like, why is somebody who has a good alignment, why have they been exiled? And two, if they're so good, why are they opposing us, who are also good? So, well, we'll learn the answers to all these questions and a lot more. So, in addition to wanting to, obviously free all the people here, another objective that we have to make in this area is we have to get the golden bow. That is what Deneb sent us to get. So we're going to want to pick one of those up, and then we can return to Deneb and recruit her. So now to be able to recruit her, we need to have 40 reputation, 40 or below. Luckily, there's a way to tank our reputation in this area after we liberate it. So we'll be doing that. Speaking of liberation, we just got one city here, so let's pull a card. Hermit, that'll increase our intelligence. And let's see what the people have to say here. In the town of King Holier, this used to be a vital trade link between Zenobia and Milano. Now it's full of prisoners sent here by the Empire. A floating prison. Well, you might have noticed Orpheus, him and his griffin, his personal griffin there, they are a high enough alignment that they don't need a cleric to help in their unit to help boost the alignment. So, yeah, they'll be just flying by themselves now. That means that other cleric that was in their unit can go back and hang out with the other characters and do some fighting and healing with them. So, Temple liberated. Ooh, that's not good. Very terrible card. Both because it gives a -2 alignment to our unit, and it's not a very good card. Norn rules both this area and the prison. I heard that she was a spell from the Empire. She once had the power of the Ground Monk, but now she's an initiate. The actual ruling of the area is performed by someone else. She's just there for show. Grand Monk. Well, maybe they have something against the Roshian temples. We learned that guards executed the previous Grand Monk, Forrest, back in Island Avalon. And we found a city here, tucked in between these mountains. There's a lot of mountainous terrain in this area, which is going to affect the way the enemy units attack us. And I'll go over that as soon as we find out what these people have to say in this city. Again, a plus or minus. Ooh, we got a minus. Boo. Down 3. Ouch. Have you heard of the undead staff? It lets you change it to a necromancer. Necromancer can control the dead. You don't see too many of them around. We'll have a chance to get an undead staff after this map, when we finish it. Thanks to Borgnine, the wizard. We learned about him in the last area, Island Avalon. So he's the guy I'm going to use to tank our reputation. But we don't want to tank, it's a good thing we can't tank it until after the place is liberated, because during this battle, we're going to want to, we have to talk with somebody and do a little mini quest that's necessary if you want to get the best ending in the game. And obviously we're going to shoot for the best ending, so we are going to do that little quest. So, alright. Got a little power thing there that increases our power but lowers our intelligence, kind of like the relic sword did, but hey, our little dog there, he doesn't need intelligence, so we'll just keep him in the front row there. And like I was saying, we have a lot of mountainous terrain, and that's going to dictate how the enemies move. Some enemy units are going to move right over the mountains, ones that can fly or have mountainous terrain, and the others are going to kind of flank around the mountains. So we got to really spread out our army to block off all the avenues of approach, basically 3 areas of approach. Last time in Island Avalon there was 2 areas of approach, and now we got 3. Most of those in prisons aren't there for any great crimes. Many were arrested just for speaking badly of Endora and Rashidi. They're locked up around here just for knocking the system. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so that's what I say. You should be able to get a lot of folks here to support us. So we'll send a few flying units, liberate these temples and cities on this area here, this little line on the west. And that'll be where we form our formation to block anything coming around the northern part of the mountains. However, the Norn the White was sent here for bad-mouthing Rashidi, which means that I wouldn't be surprised if she were to help you out. Well, she took control of all the Imperial forces here. If she wanted to help us out, she would just tell them to not fight. She must have a grudge against Orpheus. We'll figure it out, though. We have another city over there. So the city in the mountains that we liberated, and then this city, that city over there, that's what we're going to use basically as our places to heal and base our defenses around from units coming around the western side. And then also the city we liberated in the mountains there, that one will also be for any unit that needs to heal that's blocking off units that are coming from straight through the mountains. So you already see the 2-pronged attack going on here right now. We got this unit coming from the north, and we got some over there from the west. So got a flying unit here. So most likely we're going to want to try to put our tactics eventually we're going to try to hopefully get our tactics on weak, because otherwise that cleric's going to keep healing whoever's hurt the most, and it'll be difficult for us to take out a monster. So we're going to have to stick on strong for a little bit just to weather their attacks. But once we get it down to a point where I feel comfortable turning on to weak, we'll be able to weaken, and then we'll be able to concentrate our firepower, which will help us out in the long run, because if we take out either the imps in the front row or the worm in the back row, we're eliminating 2 attacks, so... The characters are... Oop. It seems everyone was attacking because that worm was on the left side, their right side, but our left side. The Hawkman took some more damage, so we'll flip around a little bit. Now the Wild Man will get hit by the worm instead. And this guy's already retreating. That unit's already retreating. But we have met it. Rexen, she's hanging out with a lot of beasts. She was one of the leaders of the octopus unit in the last episode. Now she's leading the dog and our own worm. Good damage there from the worm. Yay! His relic sword is paying off. Let's see if we... Oop, no, we won't be able to take it out, so... But we'll get close to dealing a lot of good damage, so... And our worm is not taking a lot of lot of damage, so... And you've got one more attack left. Oh, nope, that was his last attack. Was miscounted. So that unit now may just start heading down to the south here, so... as always, since I knew there was going to be a lot of mountainous terrain, I made a lot of flying and mountain units. So that, to just limit our, the penalties we take from fighting on unfavorable terrain, or non-plain terrain. So... Rexen heal, and... that guy, that cleric unit did a little fake out. Looked like it was about to retreat, and then decided, no, I'll turn around. But hopefully our Doll Mage can go before their cleric, and we might be able to eliminate that. Well, no. As I say, might eliminate the imp in the front, but just barely missed it. But luckily our knight took care of it. So, we just hurt this unit really, really bad. Looking Stand up for some cards. Tower would be not good because it wouldn't affect the worm. Do a lot of damage to the cleric, but I was thinking maybe we could potentially finish this unit off if we have with an emperor card, but nah, we'll just let them go. They'll come back, and then we can probably take them out then. So, what's that? Like I said, it retreated, so we did get it down to 50% less strength, so it may retreat to that unit, to that city back there. We'll have to push our own units back to try to take that city over. Yeah, also, another goal, I say we wanted to do that little mini side quest that we need to get the best ending. Another goal in this area would be to try to get as many of our shamans up, or clerics up to level 10, so that we can promote them into shamans. Make them switch out their blue robes for the green ones, like the one in the back there. Get an extra healing in. That's starting to become more important as the enemies are getting tougher, as their levels are going up, and some of them are getting better stats. So we took out the ghost there, so now next time we fight, that unit can use all its healing to heal. So I'll move this guy up here in case anybody tries to retreat. Not necessarily to take over that city, but yeah, it's a high-flying unit because of that worm. So, not going to... Should reach the city before us, but... Alright, here's a poorly designed unit. Should have that other wizard in the back and the other knight in the front, but... That's what that, Ogre Battle hard type probably would have corrected. But... Nope, we didn't stun the back row wizard. He's the biggest damage dealer they got. He's the one we wanted to stun. Oh well, we stunned the other ones, and that does prevent 3 attacks. 2 from the knight in the front row, and 1 in the back. So, woohoo! It's going pretty good here so far. Unlike our Island Avalon campaign, which took forever, 4 episodes. Basically as long as the Pilgrim Forest and the slums of Zenobia. I just recently completed another island adventure. I'll have to be doing the editing and marrying some audio to it, but did some island adventures in Star Tropics with another rat hero, Mr. Tumnus. You want a contest to go visit some islands, but of course, it's never that easy. What looks like a simple contest to go to the islands and hang out, well, it's going to turn into a big epic adventure. It won't be as long as Orpheus' big adventure here, but still, he'll be doing good work, just like Orpheus and his army is doing here. So, but I'll be uploading those videos along with these videos, and then once I finish those videos, this playthrough is going to take a long time. I'll be also then doing some Final Fantasy 1. With the initial 4 rats from Marty Mouse House. Marty, Milo, Wibbly, and Fibs. And then after that adventure is done, if I'm still working on Ogre Battle here, and Orpheus, then we'll go on to more Final Fantasy 1 with the 2 remaining classes that are not going to be used in that playthrough. So, our Beast Man there is taking a little bit of damage. We'll just have him retreat. And he'll head back to that city that we liberated to heal up, and we'll move another unit forward, so... I think Oro's unit is pretty strong. Ooh, it's gonna have to be strong. Look at all those units coming over from that side. So, well, this is a bad unit. This one could potentially hurt us pretty badly. We have, the biggest problem is the fact that the Hawkman is in the front row. Well, that's an Eagle Man, actually. Hawkman can't lead. He's Eagle Man, he's kind of golden like Canopus. What makes him difficult is, what makes the unit difficult is because he's in the front row, so it's more than likely that we'll end up eliminating him before we get to the wizards in the back row. But that's one of the few instances where where our tower card was good, because it was able to damage the wizards and the clerics without damaging the Eagle Man, the leader. and the tower card is physical damage, and both the shamans and the wizards have low resistance to physical damage. So that's why they took so much damage just from one tower card. And the tower card is probably doing a little bit more damage because of all the tower cards that we've been picking up that have been boosting Orpheus' stats. Remember, the damage of the tower cards are based on the stats of your opinion leader. So we got that, like, earlier on we got a magician card, or not a magician card, the hermit card that boosted our intelligence. We got a few chariot cards in the last episode, or the last area, so that helped boost our strength, which helped increase the tower damage. So that's another reason why we want to have, you know, our unit leader being basically, I mean, he is the face of the army, so it makes sense that he's the liberator, and he benefits the most from getting those stat ups from the tarot cards, because it makes the tarot cards deal better damage, and it also increases his survivability, because his stats will be inflated for his level. So sometimes we get like cards that give, you know, +2 to hit points. So, well, that stinks. We haven't had any success there on the Western Front. All quiet on the Western Front. Too bad it isn't night. We did get that sun card earlier that changed it to day. This will give us more time to liberate cities and gain tribute, but it means that all these lycanthropes are 2 werewolves and a were-tiger. They're just going to have 1 attack right now. But this unit is going to be really, really powerful. 8 front row attacks once it turns into night and their coast kicks in. But you'll get better resistances, better attacks. So that will be good. We might have to send one of our flying units down there to help out that witch there unit, because she's has a lot of work to do. All the units are coming by. Hopefully the AI also is those aggressive, not only toward the players in base, which would be down the southeast, but also toward other units. So we can also maybe kind of bait them to come over and attack our units. If we kind of just dangle some bait out there in front of them, a little hook. And hey, we got another one of those boing, or another one of those annoying defeating the enemy by 1 hit point. So we also have a little sylph there. Should be able to bestow 2 kisses on our lycanthropes. Help boost their attack. If she kisses the right ones, it'll boost it really, really good, because we'll be getting with those 8 attacks. If she kisses the 2 werewolves, it'll boost their attacks, all their attacks. So almost finish this unit off, and we'll end this. Well, it doesn't matter that we missed. It might give us our cleric an extra chance to heal. Maybe she might have turned into level 10. We'll check it out. But it's good that she healed everybody up, because that unit is in pretty good strength. We can, like I said, we need a unit to start trying to bait some of these units to keep heading east, as opposed to heading southeast. So this unit here, our little Beastman unit, might be perfect to do that. So all you have to worry about is the 2 wizards attacks, because he can target. So, but hopefully our cleric can keep up the healing. So, oh no, the wizard's gonna do a little bit more damage than we can heal. But as long as she keeps him somewhat strengthened. Oh, he is in the back row, so he is protected from physical attacks. As long as you don't run into any more of those wizard units that can directly attack him, or any other character that can attack from that. So, nope, this one's perfectly fine. We'll be able to heal our Doll Mage up there a little bit. Because none of their hounds can hit him, and neither can the Beast Master. You can tell he's a Beast Master. See, he's a little bit darker colored. He's like a brownish orange, where our Beast Master is kind of a whitish tan. So, he's in order for us to get our Beastman up to a Beast Master, he'll need to be level 12, Charisma 60 plus, and an alignment between 10 and 50. And then once we turn one of them into a Beast Master, we can instantly use the Stone of Dragos that we found earlier, and turn him right into a Dragoneer. So that'll be interesting. So. And know they have an Eagle Man. We need to get our trying to get our Hawkmen into level 10. Charisma 50 plus, aligned between 45 and 100, and we can promote our Hawkman there to an Eagle Man. Put on the gold paint for him, I guess. Another promotion that we would like to get is we want to turn our Doll Mage there into a Doll Master, and that requires level 14 plus, so that's going to be a long way off. Charisma 60 plus, and alignment between 50 and 80. And that'll basically double his offensive capabilities from the back. It'll give him a second back row acid attack. So, but that's his final promotion there. So, how's our witch unit doing? Still hurting there. Ooh, that one unit turned around. Nice. Well, this unit liberated this city, and it'll just hang out here. Hopefully it'll... That's a useless card. Has a bad effect on our reputation, and it's a useless card in battle. It said it automatically kills anybody who's basically like, I think 10% of hit points below. So, basically she said as soon as Norn took control of the area, she took control... As soon as Norn arrived in the area, she took control of all the Imperial forces. And the guy said he finds that really weird because Norn always had similar ideals to our own. So, well, like I said, it's a mystery. One that we'll hopefully find out as we continue to liberate towns. But that city that we liberated over there that one guy's going to be hanging out in, hopefully that'll take some pressure off of our units over here. Some units may split up. Some of the enemy units may split up. Most will probably still head to the east, but one or two may decide, let's try to take out that city over there. So, let's shift this around to protect our Hawkman there. He's taking a little bit of a beating. We'll have our little Beastman go up to the front. He'll be a leader. He'll take a few hits for the team. So, hey, this unit. Hey, this might be a good unit to fight this unit because our wizards can target their wizards in the back row. I said the biggest problem with fighting this unit was we were worried that we'd end up defeating the unit leader, the Eagle Man there, before we were able to defeat the wizards in the back row, and then of course they would turn around and head back to the main enemy base to heal up. Nope, we don't have any good cards here. I was looking if we had any healing cards. A Priestess would give 50 hit points to everybody. Empress would restore all our characters to their max hit points, but don't have either of them, so better retreat just to be safe. Those wizards were targeting our cleric there. We don't want her to, or we don't want anybody to be defeated. So we're going with no deaths in our army. So. And no healing items, so it's making it a little bit harder, making some of these battles last a little longer than what they probably normally would, but it's okay. We're giving ourselves a little bit of a challenge. So, this unit may work, it depends on how well our Doll Mage does. Doll Mage acid attack is physical, and I said earlier that wizards are weak to physical, it's their worst resistance. So, nope, not enough. But if we look like we're about to defeat the Eagle Man, we can just retreat. I said before, I forgot to hit the retreat button. So, well, let's see if we can potentially take... Nope, we ran out of attacks. That would have been a nice time to use our Emperor card, but... Hey, well, I guess it worked out because, hey, they retreated right over to Mr. Foot's unit. But we're going to have to gamble a little bit here. Because Foot's unit, well, that cleric is pretty weak. And we got to hope that we take out the wizard before they attack. But at least one unit that isn't weak is that witch unit. They managed to heal up pretty well. So... I don't think I want to run the risk of that cleric being... Oh, well, looks like it ain't going to help, so... Let's see, hopefully one of our frontline units can hit, because if either the Hawkman or the thing attack, yeah, they'll be able to take it out. So let's hope our Wild Man go... Yeah, don't want to risk it. Better safe than sorry. Otherwise we'd lose 26 minutes worth of progress so far, so... They were low, they're a plains unit now, because all they have is wizards. Wizards are plains walking units, so... Our healed up flying unit there, high flying unit, should be able to catch up with them, so... Got a silver dragon there, those are the good alignment dragons. This would be a good opportunity, but too bad we can't have everybody in the back row. Because our Raven men there would do probably a lot more damage to the silver dragon if they were in the back row. Silver dragons are the good alignment dragons, and they tend to have a weakness to fire, because eventually they'll become cold type units walking on the snow. That'll be their favored movement type. So the Ravenmen Inferno spell would do good damage. Dragons tend to have that weaker, have good physical defense, and while they have good magic defense as well, it tends to be a little weaker than their physical defense. So you'd want it to use magic on them. So we'd be able to use magic on them and use the magic that they're weak against. So, once again, we got all our units bunched up, but thankfully some of our units are healed up for good, so now these units that need to heal will be able to heal up. We don't want any units approaching from the north to attack Orpheus, so we'll have that one wizard unit heal on the temple that Orpheus had recently liberated, or that last liberated. So, any good cards we can use? This one shouldn't eliminate any of the characters. Magician would have been better because it would have been fire, and the Hermit here is lightning. Fire would have done much more damage to that silver dragon, but we just want to do a little bit. We were targeting the weak enemy there for a little bit. I wanted to hit the knight, just not to defeat the knight, because that would cause the unit to retreat, but in the hopes that it would help raise our chances of victory. But that stun will definitely help raise our chances of victory. Put it on weak so we do a little bit more damage on our attack, because the dragon ain't going to be able to attack us back. But yeah, I was mainly just targeting the knight, because do hopefully a good bit of damage to the knight, and then that way might skew the lack of damage we're doing to the dragons. That cleric unit, or that shaman unit, is still hanging out on that city. That's going to be like as if we did no damage to it. It'll heal up pretty good. It's a good thing that those skull units have to return back to the enemy base and not just any enemy-occupied city. Otherwise, that thing could get right back onto the front line right away. But as is, it's going to have to do a long retreat, and we should be able to cut it off with our flying unit. And it's almost nighttime, which means that our werewolves and our were-tiger will be able to see some action, transform into their beast form, and do some major damage. You saw how hard they were hitting just with one attack. Now we're gonna go from 3 attacks to 8 front row attacks, so... Let's go all out here. Hopefully we can take out this dragon. Once we take out the dragon, that knight ain't a problem at all. Donk. Yeah, not strong there, so that Raven Man went and hit the knight because he's the strongest, and he'll do it again too. Well, he's gonna be forced to do it because the dragon is gone. Well, he wouldn't be forced to do it if I counted my attacks right. But I guess I got lost in everything else that was going on. So that unit is almost finished up. We'll send a witch down to take care of them. And then we'll have to take care of the rest of these units, and hopefully we get a nice reprieve from some Imperial forces. We get a little bit of a breather and get to heal up and meet the second wave of enemy soldiers. Take care, have a good one, and we'll do that in our next episode. Bye!